Well, well, well. Look who it is. It's me. It's your boy. It's Snack. We're back over here with a YouTube video. Who would have thought? If you've been following me and this comes across your little page or whatever and you clicked on it, I appreciate you. We have not uploaded a full-length video in some time. And I just wanted to do. So here we are. I didn't want this intro to be too terribly long, so let's just get right into it. Your boy's been thrifting. I've been doing a lot of soul searching out there, looking for, any kind of pop culture relevant things that I can put on my little bookshelf, video games, comic books, things of that nature, nerd stuff that I like, that I collect meticulously. So yeah, I decided to shoot some footage as I went through one of my local little thrift stores, and here we are. So if you like this kind of stuff, let me know. Maybe we can make this an ongoing thing. We're gonna just see where this takes us. So, without further ado, this is me going to look for comic books at my local thrift marketplace thing. So here we are in the back half of the building. This place has a bunch of different booths set up, so vendors can just kind of arrange it the way they want, and you don't even have to be there. You actually just take your stuff up front, it's kind of cool. We're here for some comic books, obviously. Here we are at Toy Hunter Tony's booth, and he has a lot of pop culture figures and comic books. I believe he also has a YouTube channel. There's his contact stuff and everything. So we're here for the foil versions of the Godzilla vs. series. I'm looking for anything holographic foil-wise for Godzilla. I've been pretty successful a couple times I've been out here. But yeah, he has new comics, old comics, stuff sorted in these little bins back here. I already went through a lot of this before I actually shot the footage, so I'm just kind of skimming for video's sake. Here's some nice expensive books, the alternate arts, the variants. Come with a little heftier price tag, but this is where you can find that heat, find that good stuff. He also has a decent collection of Pop Funkos. I'm still on the hunt for a Dr. Doom Pop Funko. There is none here, but here's a cool little corrupted Venom. And he also has a cheap bin kind of out front. You can get some dollar comics. I think I've seen some in here for about 50 cents as well. I found Marvel Zombies 2 through 5 in that cheap bin. Alright, now going back here, this is a seller I haven't really checked out that much, but we didn't find what we were looking for over at Tony's booth, so we kind of stopped by here. We found us a little Mecha Godzilla figurine, but they also have a nice little stash of comics here. And I also forgot I was recording and it was by myself, and I started shooting in portrait mode, which, whatever, it happens. We'll get better at this. We did find this First Coming of Galactus, a 94 reprint, and this nice little foil version of a Sue Storm cover. And then we found this Spider-Man binder with a lot of classic Spider-Man in it, all dated and neatly arranged. Pretty cool. Definitely not what I was looking for, not on my radar, so I wasn't going to pick this up, but somebody would definitely find this interesting. And we just kind of take off and peruse a little bit more. Inevitably find the 3D printed shelves. Just, I don't want to talk too much trash, but you find this stuff pretty much everywhere now. Just 3D printed garbage. And we found us a nice little microwave guide cookbook. There's somebody out there that needs instructions on how to cook things in the microwave. This vendor here actually had a couple of retro games still in the original boxes, which I thought was pretty neat. There's some old PC games on the corner there. These Game Boy Advance games kind of caught my eye, because I don't know the last time I've actually seen a Game Boy Advance game complete in box. Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix, and I believe the other one there is Quidditch. We got some PlayStation games. It looks like some Dreamcast games. Then we moved on to another really cool booth. This has a lot of video games, man. From, classics, Wii, PlayStation 3, even some little tiny figurines. There's an arcade cabinet in here. There's actually some Guitar Hero controllers hanging up on the wall. A lot of interesting stuff in here, man. And this stuff actually looks really good. Like, you know, it doesn't look too beat up. Some PSPs, a Vita. And right beside that booth, there's actually a bar set up in here. You can actually come in here and get you a drink and shop around. This is a pretty neat little place. Then we kept on looking around and we came across a slabbed version of Superman. What is that? 75 for $350. These are really cool. These Dragon Ball Z figurines. They're really expensive, but man, I think they would look really good on a shelf. Got Krillin and Majin Buu. And closer towards the front of the store, there's this kind of retro toy collector. Look, there's that robot dog that everybody growing up in the 90s had. Just a lot of like classic, I'd say like 80s and 90s stuff in here. There's some Power Ranger stuff. Look, this little Kimberly doll, I'm pretty sure I had when I was a kid. Complimented my Power Ranger bed sheets. Nice little Donkey Kong t-shirt. I don't know where people get a lot of this stuff. And then you see over here in this corner, these glasses caught my eye. Only $5. There's a Thundercats car. There's some California raisins. We're kind of balling on a budget out here, so we're not trying to grab everything. Then we've seen these figurines, man. I remember owning a handful of these little Power Ranger figurines where their heads roll back and, you know, they can put on the masks and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. Definitely a blast from the past. So, after all of that, what did we leave with? Obviously the shades. You think I was leaving without these Pokemon Pikachu shades? $5. This was a steal. I went in wearing a pair of Ray-Bans. I left wearing $5 Pikachu shades. We also got the first appearance of Galactus here. And we picked up the foil version, or the foil flame version of this little Sue Storm cover, which I thought was pretty neat. Yeah. So, I had a lot of fun doing this. Obviously, you know, looking for comic books and little nerdy stuff is something I'm kind of passionate about. So if you enjoy this type of snack content, if you enjoy watching me roam around in Thrift, I mean, obviously this was kind of my first time doing this, so it might be a little rough around the edges. We'll figure out better shots and editing techniques along the way, but I just wanted to kind of jump in, you know, just get started with something, feel the flames reignite. But yeah, if you like this, please drop a comment, follow the channel, all that good stuff, man. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some more stuff over here for you soon. With that being said, we'll see you. We'll see you on the next one.